What's up, guys? How you doing? Cowboy Crunk coming to you from the big nasty Magnolia, Texas, north of Houston there in the Woodlands. Just wanted to jump in. I've been trying to get home all day and do a video, but this one right here. Hello, Amy Jo, my sister. There she went. She lives a few houses down from me. Anyways, guys, I really been trying to get home and get a video done. I've got most of the numbers in my head. I was going over the offense and really looking at on ESPN. If you look up the Dallas Cowboys and look up stats, there's a stat line, and then there's a page you can go to that's called the split. And if you go to that split page, it gives you information on every dang thing. I mean, it gives you even information on, and I'm about to roll through McDonald's and get me a little chicken sandwich because I'm headed to play basketball. And yeah, I know I got the wife with me, but it's just because we don't get a lot of time together. We're not going to sit out there long. My nephew wants to shoot basketball with me, so I told him I would roll through there and shoot some hoops with him. The thing that I noticed is our offense, actually, if you look at that split, there's not a lot of teams that have thrown the ball over 40 yards. The most impressive thing I saw was when I saw Dak's numbers on the passing game, and they split it down: passes under 10 yards, passes over 10 yards, and this is thrown behind the line of scrimmage. So what that means is when the ball they take the spot from the line of scrimmage, and anything thrown less than 10 yards, they give a pass percentage, a yards per catch, and all of these things. So it really is a cool breakdown. And I actually compared Dak Prescott to got a soccer mom over here ordering like a thousand hamburgers. She's got a whole list of food. So anyways, if you look at the numbers and it breaks it down, like I said, it really is. I was noticing Dak Prescott is a little more more productive than we thought he was. And I mean, it really, if you look at it, there's only one way to look at that, and that's to take some other quarterbacks and compare them. I compared him to Kirk Cousins, which his numbers are better to Kirk Cousins. I compared him even to Patrick Mahomes, and you're not going to believe me. And I know stats are stats. Stats are numbers, and you can take stats and run them across anything. And two of the most productive players on our team, even though they're not targeted very much, number one is Blake Jarwin, and that surprised me. I didn't like it. So I'm giving you information that's true. Second most productive, pretty much, was Jeff Swaim, the other tight end. What's up, guys? Cowboy Crunk coming to you. It's Sunday morning, game day, baby. Apologize for not finishing the video. So the first part of the video is from yesterday, but I do want to finish up what I started and get this posted. We got about 3 hours and 15 minutes till game time. So I will be doing the live show over on Cowboy Crunk 2. Please like and subscribe to this video as many times as you can, because that'll get it up in the search engine and get more people over to the Cowboy Crunk channel 2.0 for the live stream. Again, that's same channel with just add a 2.0, and we'll be over in the live stream. I'll see you guys there. We'll be in the living room. Cowgirl Crunk will be there as well, supporting the channel, supporting the Cowboys. So to finish up yesterday's video, again, go to ESPN. There's a tab at the top, NFL, and then go to teams, and then pick the Cowboys. What I did is I picked a couple other teams to look at in comparison, and then go to split. Once you go to Cowboys, go to split, and it will give you a tab at the top. The tabs at the top are passing, receiving, rushing, defense, returning, kick game, punting, and all those things. But anyway, if you go under passing, it will really give you a good breakdown of. You can analyze the passing game of the Cowboys, and you compare it. What I did is I opened other windows, and I put Kansas City on there. I put Pittsburgh in the next window and New Orleans in the next window. I just picked those. Basically Kansas City because of Patrick Mahomes and the receiving core they have. Pittsburgh Steelers for the basically the receiving core they have, and Ben Roethlisberger, and New Orleans because of Drew Brees. And they have some good receivers as well, and Kamari and stuff like that they use out of the backfield. And if you go down pretty much to the bottom, there's an area called pass by pass play, by pass play. Kind of sounds odd. That's why it was hard for me to get out there for a second. By pass play. And what it does is it breaks down pass plays from 1 to 10 yards, 11 to 20 yards, 21 to 30 yards, 31 to 40. So basically it breaks down the pass plays every 10 yards. And this isn't the total amount of the play. What it is from the line of scrimmage, every pass between 1 and 10 yards where it was thrown. And then any passes from 11 to 20 yards. Not the yards after catch. It's just where the ball was thrown to where it was caught. And what it gives you a really good breakdown of what we're calling the Dak and the dink and dunk and things. And really, if you look at it, most of the teams the percentages are really very similar, except when you get to the long passes. Now, there are a lot of teams that throw a little bit more than the Cowboys downfield, but relatively, like I'm looking at Kansas City, they've had 14 passes over 41 yards, which is probably up there as far as the league goes. I didn't look at all the teams, but I looked at quite a few, and Kansas City had the most. Out of 14 passes over 41 yards, they only completed 1. So these aren't plays that are effective as far as the production of the play, but what it does is it opens up the offense and allows them to be really productive in the like 21 to 30 range, where he's still completing like almost 50% of his passes. Whether you go to the Cowboys from 21 to we're down to 30. So that's almost 20% more in that mid-range and longer area. So those are the kind of stats you can look at and really, really break down a quarterback's performance and evaluate what the play calling is doing. And the reason is like the dink and dunk thing, from 1 to 10 yards. So anything right past the line of scrimmage to 10 yards when Dak is behind the line of scrimmage and throws it, basically a dink and dunk play. We've thrown it 262 times, 194 completions, 74% completion ratio, which is pretty good. Kansas City, 219. They're only completing 68% of them. So we're effective in that area, and I think that's why they're doing that. Let's go to Pittsburgh. On the same thing, they've thrown 300 passes in that area, 302 actually, 73% completion. So I know a lot of us are complaining about the offense, and I am as well. It's not sometimes the play calling, in particular over the whole game. Sometimes it's just in those particular moments. I think the wrong play is called. We're really doing horrible in the red zone, as you guys know. I got the Jalen Smith jersey on now. I'm in the closet looking around, and I see the Rico Gathers jersey. I'm like, man, I'm throwing that on today. I'm going to pull for the guy again. Who knows what's going to happen today. I'm hoping that they'll try to rest some players. But actually, as I said, let me look on here as well for the receiving core, and it breaks it down even by receiver. And if you look, our two most productive receivers are basically our tight ends. So our tight end core is coming along, but I still really am pulling for Rico Gathers. So for the most part, guys, today I want to see this game. Ezekiel Elliott is out. He's not playing today. They're going to rest him completely. He may not even dress. I'm sure he will suit up, but we probably won't see him take any snaps, which I don't like. Again, I don't like that. I think he should get 5 to 7 snaps. Put him in on a couple run a couple screenplays for him, and get him out of there. I don't think it's good to sit a guy at all as young as he is. I know he's beat up. I know he's tired. I know he's worn down, and he needs the rest. So to roll things up so I can get the video posted, we really want to see some progress in our offense. We have not played well the last 2 weeks. The Colts game was miserable. Even the Tampa Bay game, we didn't play very well. They had like 100 and almost 150 yards more than we did total in the game. Defense played okay, but the offense was horrific again. It's 2 weeks in a row, so I hope we can get out of this rut. And part of that is just play calling at the right time. We can't have fourth downs go wrong. When we make those fourth down calls, it's got to be aggressive play calling. Not this just we're going to hand it off and let Zeke bang it up the middle, because that's what they're planning on, and it's predictable. The predictable play calling is what's getting us in trouble. So we'll watch the game today. We're locked in. We'll see if we end up playing Seattle. Let's see, it's Seattle, Philly, or Minnesota is what we'll end up having in the first round. All of that will play out today, all 16 games on Sunday. So see you guys at 12 o'clock Central, 1 o'clock Eastern, and over on Cowboy Crunk 2.0, we will have the live stream show. It is too cold, so I'll be doing it in the living room like I did before I left for Afghanistan, and we'll see you guys there.